This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Star Wars The Black Series, Captain Cardinal. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Black Series window box packaging, with the Galaxy Edge sticker at the top right. Turning the box around, we can see a short bio for Captain Cardinal. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Captain Cardinal here. Now this is a cool looking figure, man, as I'm kind of a sucker for troopers in red, or with red accents and things like that, so I love those types of Star Wars troopers. There's just something about that, especially since I saw the Imperial Guards back in the day, or like things like the Sith troopers. Something about the red Star Wars characters which just really stood out to me. And this Captain Cardinal looks really awesome. The whole sculpt of just everything, like the intricacy of the helmet, looks really good. The armor suit got a nice little black detailing and things like that, and some sculpted line work in there. All look really good, man. I love how he has like the black fingers and yet the red fingers too on his gloves there. Really nice and shiny looking figure. I think that's really cool, so I love that here. We take a look at the back of the figure. See that little drum in the back like that, so that's really cool too. Then we do get a soft goods cape, which I love. Things like the original Captain Phasma figure had that hard plastic cape, where this one's more soft goods, which is really cool, so I love that. And I love how it just kind of like drapes over the one side. I think that's actually really cool. So we actually can bring in that original Captain Phasma figure here. You can see the difference here. They are different sizes and height, and you'll see some pictures later on. But I do love that Captain Cardinal is like all in this red armor with the cape with the silver streak going down the lining, while Phasma has the silver armor with the red streak going down the lining, so that's pretty cool. And for those of you that don't know, Captain Cardinal here is actually the one that pretty much trained Captain Phasma. So this was actually her leader, I guess you could say. Then she apparently rose in the ranks of the First Order, and she basically took him out and replaced him. So I'm pretty sure he is not happy about that, as she pretty much like completely took over his position in the First Order. So still pretty cool. I think he was a foundling, if I remember correctly, who just completely loved the First Order. I think he's from, I forgot which planet, the sand planet from the new movies. Oh my god, where Rey is. I'm drawing a huge blank here, so I'll try and pop it on the screen down here. But he's still so cool, man. Such a great looking figure. And if you happen to have the original First Order Stormtrooper, it's basically the exact same figure through and through. The sculpt is all exactly the same for what I could tell for the most part, even through like the back here. Everything is exactly the same. So if you have this original First Order Stormtrooper, you pretty much know what you're going to expect with this one. The only difference I can tell that's like obvious to me is the elbows. So the elbow articulation on the original one could only bend about that much, where this one bends even more. So you can see just the different amount of articulation right there. So that's the real big difference. Other than that, they're pretty much exactly the exact same figure, just done in red and then done in white. And of course this guy has a cape. So still, even with that, this guy looks really awesome. Okay, so now let's check out his accessories. These Star Wars figures never really come with a lot of stuff, and I guess they kind of don't need to. So you get his rifle here, which looks really cool. Now we've actually seen this rifle before, but this time it's done in the red and black, which is really cool. Now this isn't the same thing that we received with the regular First Order Stormtrooper. You can see this one's a lot larger, a completely different sculpt. Similar, but they're not exactly the same, but they still both look really nice. This is, however, the exact same one we saw with Captain Phasma. Just really going to be the differences in color. but the one with Captain Phasma and Captain Cardinal here are exactly the same, just different colors. She does have the more larger rifle, just like him. So I don't know if I'm like in the continuity, because I don't know too much. Maybe she just took his weapon and redecoed it. I don't know, but still very cool. And he can hold it in a nice little trigger finger hand like so. And since that elbow bends so much more than the First Order Stormtrooper, this just works a whole lot better. And you can get two-handed grip like that, which looks really nice. Or we do have a little peg slot right there on the leg and a little pin right there. You can plug it into the side of the leg, which is really nice. But if any of you know about these types of figures for the Stormtroopers, they fall out very easily and they don't stay on there all that well. He also comes with a little command pistol like this, which is really cool too. It's a tiny little gun done in that red and black. It looks really nice too. I do like that little weapon. But same thing, it can be pegged in that same side right there, like that. So that works out good. So that's pretty much where it's going to stay. I might put a little sticky tack in that so it holds a little better. I do wish there was slots on both sides so you could holster maybe like both weapons on his hips like that. I think that'd be pretty cool, but no, that's just how it is. And that's basically all the accessories we get. Now, again, that's one thing I kind of wish more of these Star Wars figures came with just more accessories, man. Like maybe some blast effects or something like that would be cool. Just something else. I always feel like these figures are lacking in that accessories department. So they're still cool, but that's just me. That's just my minor complaint. So let's run down the articulation now. So the head is on a ball joint, but you're mostly just going to get left and right. No real up and down, no real head wobbling. It's just a big helmet, and I really wish they would work on the neck articulation for these figures. Arms can go full 360, up and out about that far. We do got rotation at the ball peg in there to hinge in and out like so. We got rotation at the elbow as well as a bend at the elbow, but bends pretty nice past 90, which is pretty good. We got rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around very nicely. Does turn left and right, pivots side to side, and crunches back and forth very well, so that's really good. We got hip joints that kick forward that far, back about that much. Splits about that far, rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees, almost kicks himself in his own butt. We got ankle joints that go up, down, and a very good ankle rocker. So overall, this really is somewhat of just a re-release of the First Order Stormtrooper, with the exception of the elbows. But again, man, I am a sucker for red troopers. It's just kind of my thing. Maybe some of you are like that too. Maybe some of you just like the simple, just white troopers and things like that. Or maybe some of you are just straight up into clones. I don't know. But pretty much any like Imperial Trooper Guard, whatever it is, decoed in red, I'm a complete sucker for. So I think Captain Cardinal is really cool. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a Black Series First Order Stormtrooper and Captain Phasma. And for even more comparison, here he is standing next to a standard Sith Trooper and Sith Jet Trooper. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Star Wars The Black Series Captain Cardinal. Now overall, I think this is a really cool looking figure, and yes, it's pretty much just a redeco of a standard First Order Stormtrooper, but honestly, that's okay for me, as again, I love something about red troopers and red army builders in the Star Wars world is just perfect for me. His weapons are really nice, he holds onto them very well, the articulation works pretty good, a little bit better with those elbows, which is really nice, and I do love the soft goods cape. Now, if you have any of those Stormtroopers from beforehand, you're going to know the limitations, but still, he looks so badass with the red armor. I think he's just such a cool character, and definitely a must-get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.